Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamir and here we talk all things social work and just trying to excel our career journey. And today I want to talk about something that I feel that sometimes it's talked about within the field of social work, but I feel like now it's just very hard to kind of ignore the signs of the times and like what is coming and how we can prepare ourselves as clinicians. And that is talking about the advent and the evolution of AI, okay? It is time for everyone, no matter what, and not even within social work, honestly, within every field, every sector, to talk about AI. Because honestly, I don't want to put any fear in your heart, right? Because I believe in not instilling fear, but being more so proactive. We need to figure out, social work, everybody, but I'm talking to us social workers, how we can pivot, how we can either what we're doing now, how we can use AI, or how we can take some type of field or some type of certification to be able to better assist with AI. But I'm saying this and I'm just throwing things out there because I'm not exactly sure exactly how we can pivot. There's a couple of jobs that I'm gonna talk about in my next video that can connect social work and AI, or tech, I should say, tech AI. But with everyone, right? Like I said, not even social workers. But if the skills or what you do can be automated to be quicker, faster, 9 times out of 10, a lot of jobs will be replaced with AI. Yeah, I was gonna use an example, but I think I'm gonna save that for my next video. But a lot of the skilled workers, especially workers that work with their hands and things like that, like electricians, plumbers, even hairdressers, nails technicians, a lot of the skills will still be needed, right? Because AI, you can't use AI to replace that, right? But a lot of jobs sometimes that use critical thinking, you can ask ChatGPT a question and it'll shoot out an answer within 30 seconds. Now, you do need to fact check what it gives you, correct? Like, you do need to make sure, okay, this is correct. But if you just need a quick outline, let's say you're in project management, you have a month to come up with an outline or something like that, right? You can actually ChatGPT, hey, give me an outline of this. I need this. Is the problem this? And ChatGPT will give you an outline within 20 to 30 seconds. Right? You don't have to pay ChatGPT or AI any benefits, salary, compensation, none of that, right? So we as social workers, we need to be prepared in certain areas, right? And there's certain areas, excuse me, that I feel like that are safe from AI, which me, honestly, I do think that therapists are safe from AI, and I'm going to make a whole nother video on why I think that therapists, are safe, AI safe. You don't have to worry about AI replacing therapists. But there's some other forms of, even when it comes to assessments, y'all, it's kind of scary. Now, I know that there's some positions where you can do an assessment from a hospital, right? And they'll bring the computer up and you talk to the patient, you do an assessment. I feel, and this is just what I think, there might be a time where they're going to have a patient with a robot or whatever, and you're talking to them and they're going to be able to read. Like, literally, when I went to the airport and I signed up for, is it pre-check? I can't remember. But they scan your face. They scan, technology is evolving. So in the future, there may be some, where they can, just bring the patient up, scan your face, right? Oh, this person has a flat affect, this, that, whatever. The tone of voice. There we go, little mini status exam with their symptoms plan, asking questions, come up with an assessment quickly, right? Now, do I still feel that? I definitely feel like social work, there will be a need, right? They're going to need social workers. But with almost every area, if they can minimize the workforce and not have to pay as many people salaries, bonuses, certain things, they're going to do that. So I just feel like as social workers, we need to prepare ourselves. We need to figure out, what can I do that actually works with AI, how can I leverage my skills? And also, like I've told everyone before, one source of income is not enough, okay? I'm up here, I love talking about things that I know, things that I've learned. But also hopefully one day YouTube will also be another stream of income. We need to figure out how we can utilize our skills and not just rely on one stream of income. And even out, you can use your social work skills. You can be a consultant. You can do assessments. There's so many things that you can do as a social worker. Do not depend on just one area. And I'm saying this even with AI. It's just not social work that's being affected. It's going to be lots of jobs in the future that's going to be affected. And I'm saying this too because, there's other, forms of income that I have, and I'll see in other areas that I seek employment. I'll just say that I'm getting emails about just, this new AI technique that was used, this new AI tool, and promoting it, saying to utilize it. They really want you to utilize it. Like I'm seeing more every day of how it's being integrated, how we're more so evolving and integrated into the workforce than pulling away. So I just want to tell everyone, the sound of my voice, if you are able to take some type of course, I think you can do Coursera. I think they might offer $50 a month as many that you can take. I think Google has some free ones. Just try to hone in really and look into some careers or some jobs where if you had to pivot, you can pivot. Or maybe even if you could start doing something part-time to be able to hone in on those skills. Because I feel like there's going to be a day and a time, more so sooner than later, to where if they can use AI to replace or to cut jobs from actual humans, then they will. Even if you think about it, sometimes when you call places, I was on the phone earlier, and sometimes just to speak to a human person, a person on the phone, is so much because everything is automated. And that is where I feel like the future is going. It's going to be automation. They can bypass having to pay. You don't have to really pay an automation service. You pay to build it out or whatever, and then that's it. But you don't have to pay salary. You don't have to pay benefits or any of that. So, and if you think about it, that's business, right? Business are trying to scale back. They want more of a profit, So if that's what they can do, then that's what they will do. And I'm just saying this because I'm seeing it more and more. And even within the career field that I am in now, I'm just telling you all, it's time. If you haven't thought about it, it's time to consider, do I work in a field to where I have to worry about possibly AI taking my position? And if so, what am I doing to prepare myself? Also, I want you to think it's a multiple streams of income, not just one. If you have a gift, utilize your gift. Whatever it is, you need to work on utilizing your gifts every single day. And if you don't know what it is, I'm a believer in God. Pray and ask God to show you what your gifts are. What is something that you're really good at that if you could get paid for doing it, then you would do it and it doesn't feel like a job? For me, I'm going to be honest, it's teaching. I love teaching. And I could go into teaching full time if I wanted to do so, but I'm not really at a place where I want to do that. But if I could teach for free, which I feel like here on YouTube I teach for quote unquote free, I love it. Especially talking about social work. I love it. I love to teach. It doesn't necessarily feel like work, right? So think about some things you can do that you love to do. Something else, I created my own little, let me see if I can show y'all what I created up here. And I created this using ChatGPT, y'all. Let me see, on my iPad. Okay. So I created this. And it has a Bible verse that says, God is within her, she will not fail, right? And I created this using a prompt on ChatGPT. I said, this is what I want. This is how I want her to look. This is what I want to have in there. Create this, do this, and boom. And it took me 30 minutes to perfect it how I wanted it to be. And it's still not perfect, but that to me was fun. If I could make notebook covers and make journals, I would do that on the side. That's something I'm thinking about doing, right? So just stuff like that you enjoy, creative things or whatever it is, something that you enjoy. It can be a part of social work. It can be outside of social work. But we have got to start utilizing different sources of income. One source is not enough, and especially with so many jobs being cut, the invention and the creation of AI, we just have to be proactive and not reactive, right? You want to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Make sure your resume is always up to date. Always be on the eye looking out for jobs, and just look in the news just so you can be aware and abreast of what's going on. And also within your own career, within your own profession, if you keep seeing emails about certain things, and just be aware. If you keep seeing emails about AI training tools coming out, this coming out, be aware, because that is the direction the company is moving in. And 9 times out of 10, if the company is moving in that direction, and that's because that's the trend. Always be aware of the trends. You can even look on LinkedIn. When I'm on LinkedIn, LinkedIn will show you the trends in the news and what's going on. So just be aware of what's going on. Always stay prepared. And, not to put a spirit of fear, but just so you can be prepared and just, you're more prepared, more aware of what's going on, so you can prepare yourself and prepare your family. And that's all that I'm about, spreading knowledge and things that I'm aware of, that I see. I'm going to tell y'all, because I am not a gatekeeper. Anybody who knows me, if you see my channel or see my videos before, I am not a gatekeeper. So I do apologize. Some of my videos are delayed. I'm done with my dissertation. I'm done with my doctorate. So I hope to start putting out some more videos. But as soon as I think of something, I'm like, oh, I need to tell them. I need to put this out. And this was literally on my spirit, that I really wanted to tell you all, to just be prepared and just start thinking for the future. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching my video. Please put comments down below. Are y'all seeing this? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about pivoting? And there's a lot of social workers I know who have pivoted into like tech social work. And I'm going to make a video after I finish filming this. As soon as I press stop, I am going to make another video about like tech social work AI jobs that are very, very interesting. So yeah, leave me some comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all later.